Welcome to the Loan Originator and Lender Loan Information Training module presented by the USDA Single Family Housing Guaranteed Loan Program. Let's review the training objectives for the Loan Originator and Lender Loan Information Training module. After taking this training, the user will understand how to complete the Loan Originator and the Lender Loan Information tabs in GUS. We will specifically discuss the following aspects of the loan originator and lender loan information pages: key subject property information, title information, breakdown of the transactional loan information, and credits. To locate the Loan Originator tab, select the option from the More drop-down list. The Loan Originator tab is where users enter information about the loan originator and their organization. This tab is broken out into two sections. The first section captures information related to the lender organization, such as the loan originator organization name, tax ID number, NMLSR ID number, and state license ID. The second section covers specific information related to the originator, such as their name, the NMLSR ID number, and the state license number. The user needs to complete all the fields designated with an F prior to submitting the loan application for a final submission. Next, we will cover the Lender Loan Information tab. The Lender Loan Information tab is where users enter the specific details about the subject property and the loan being applied for. There are fields that may populate from the Real Estate tab and the Loan and Property tabs once those tabs have been completed. Also, please note that based on certain responses on the Real Estate and Loan and Property tabs, the information on the Lender Loan Information tab may vary. As an example, a purchase transaction will display slightly different fields on the Lender Loan Information tab than a refinance transaction. The Lender Loan Information tab has 5 sections: property and loan information, title information, mortgage loan information, qualifying the borrower minimum required funds or cash back, and other credits. Next, we will cover each section individually in more detail. To complete the property and loan information section, follow these steps. First, fill in the lender loan number. Next, choose the applicable community property state checkboxes. Next, complete the transaction detail fields. Note, these fields will vary based on a purchase versus refinance transaction, as well as construction transactions. This slide shows a construction loan where additional fields must be answered. The user must select if it is a single closing or a two closing loan, and then the user must complete the construction improvement costs and original cost of lot fields. Once the transaction detailed fields are completed, the user should complete the applicable energy improvement checkboxes. Next, if applicable, select the project type from the drop-down and then answer the 2 additional project-related questions. Finally, complete the structure type and enter the year build fields. It is important to note that once the lender loan number is entered and saved on the lender loan information screen, the lender loan number will appear in the application header summary section of GUS. Next, we will cover the title information section of the Lender Loan Information tab. The next section of the Lender Loan Information tab is for title information. To complete this section, the user should follow these steps. First, enter the names which the title will be held under. If the loan has multiple borrowers and they will be on the title, be sure to list them here. Next, choose the appropriate estate will be held in answer. If you select leasehold, enter the expiration date. A selection of fee simple will not result in any additional questions to be answered. If applicable, select the appropriate option under the Indian Country Land Tenure dropdown. We will cover the mortgage loan information section next. The next section the user will complete on the Lender Loan Information tab is the Mortgage Loan Information section. In the first part of this section, the values for mortgage type applied for, amortization type, and mortgage lien type are pre-populated and are not editable. If applicable, under the Loan Features section, select the checkbox for temporary interest rate buydown. If checked off, the user must also enter the initial buydown rate. If a buydown does not apply to the loan, the user does not need to complete this section. Next, complete the Terms of Loan section by entering the note rate percentage and selecting the Upfront Guarantee Fee Annual Fee option from the dropdown. Next, the user should complete the proposed monthly payment for property fields as applicable. Please note that the fields for first mortgage, P&I, and mortgage insurance, first year annual fee monthly amount, are read-only calculated fields based on the entry in the note rate percentage field. Finally, the user should confirm the total proposed monthly payment calculation is correct. Upon entering or changing the note rate, loan amount, and upfront guarantee fee, users may select the Annual Fee Amortization Schedule hyperlink, and the Guaranteed Annual Fee Amortization Schedule pop-up window will display. The user can select Print to see results as a PDF and/or close. The next section is called Qualifying the Borrower, Minimum Required Funds, or Cashback. This section contains information from the Loan and Property Information tab and combines it with USDA guaranteed fees. The disabled fields automatically calculate subtotals and totals. The user should follow these steps to complete this section. First, enter any applicable values in the Due from Borrowers section. Next, review and confirm the amount in Section H, Total Due from the Borrowers. Enter the loan amount excluding finance mortgage insurance, USDA upfront guarantee fee, and the financed mortgage insurance, USDA upfront guarantee fee amount. Next, review and confirm the calculation in Section K for total mortgage loans is accurate. If applicable, enter the amount of seller credits, borrower costs paid by the property seller. Review and confirm the total credits calculation in Section N, and review and confirm the calculations for total due from the borrowers, less total mortgage loans and total credits, and cash from or to borrower. Note, the screenshot shows Section A enabled and Section D disabled, given that the loan's purpose is purchase. When the loan purpose is refinance, Section A becomes disabled and Section D becomes enabled. The last section of the Lender Loan Information tab is the Other Credits section. To complete the Other Credits section, follow these steps. First, select the Add Other Credit button. Next, select the option from the Credit Type dropdown. If Other is selected from the Credit Type dropdown, an additional field appears, and the user must select an option from the If Other, Please Specify dropdown. Finally, enter the dollar amount. If additional credits need to be captured, repeat the steps above. If a record needs to be removed, select the Remove button. And with that, this slide completes the module on the Loan Originator and Lender Loan Information tabs.